Alice LPS.
Hey everyone, happy LPS Tube Day! This year we're celebrating 8 years of LPS Tube Day itself, like the annual ceremony. But this year is also the 8th year since I've started my YouTube channel, And if you want to feel even older, it's been 11 years since the first episode of LPS Popular. 11 years! So, without further ado, today we're going to be doing a little speed paint that I drew for the occasion, and we're going to be doing a bit of a Q&A. I posted this on Instagram asking for your questions, so let's dive in. So the first question is, why/what started to get you into LPS? So I want to fit in as many questions as possible, so I'm going to keep the answers as short as possible. But generally, I watched LPS Popular and I was like, well, that's really cool. It's a cool way of like acting and telling your stories without like actually having to get actors involved and like writing a proper script half the time. So I got into that. I also like toy collecting, so it was like a bit of both. Yeah, I like LPS Popular and I found like LPS Hannah and all that stuff, and I joined in. Which video of yours did you have the most fun making, and which video are you most proud of today? Every year I used to do a collab with my good friend Beth. We did a slime video, then we did a foam video, we did a video at the pool. I think my one I had most fun making may have been the foam or the pool one, because we were on like a joint birthday holiday in France and we went to Disneyland and our hotel had a pool, so after a long day of Disney we were like, right, we need to chill. We went to this pool, but like on the balcony above the pool there was just like creepy men yelling, so we didn't really want to get in the pool, so I got my LPS out and we filmed a video. It's a banger of a video. It was like all improv. It's amazing. Like it's like 2% actual video and then the rest is bloopers. Would recommend. And which video am I most proud of? Maybe Murder Mansion. That was my most ambitious project. It was big. It was the first time I had written like a proper like looking movie script, because I was doing that in school. So I took that and I put it into my LPS Tube and I got all these voice actors and LPS Tubers involved, which a lot of them don't do videos anymore yet. But it was a fun experience, and I think my favourite part of doing that is when all of us got on like a Skype call, and it was just weird because it was like, wow, we are actually people, we're not just like usernames that like Lila's Pet Shop Toys. So I think that was like the most fun I've had with a video. What would you do if all your LPS disappeared? I don't know, the plastic toys, I can just rebuy them, I guess. Like I'm more sentimental with the memories, like I would treasure my videos rather than like the actual toys themselves. How are you doing? And what have you been obsessed with lately? Oh, good question. Too big for the shop. I have been getting back into cosplay. Lockdown has reunited me with my two favourite things: cartoons and cosplay. Somewhere around like 2018, I just kind of stopped watching cartoons as much, and I put all my cosplays in the attic and I was like, I'll deal with those later, and I forgot about them. But now we're getting back into it. I think lockdown, it's a mix of lockdown and joining TikTok. I have been obsessed with cosplay. All I've been doing is cosplay. So if you want to see my cosplay content, you can follow my TikTok and support me on Patreon, because I post a lot of cosplay photos there. And I've been really obsessed with Miraculous Ladybug at the moment because season 4 is coming out. I did a Marinette cosplay. I did a Femme Cat Noir, and I did a Ladybug. I'm also making a multi-mouse. It's almost done. I've also been obsessed with Owl House and She-Ra. What was the first ever LPS series you watched? Well, a given is just like LPS Popular. But aside from LPS Popular, do you remember Chloe's Secret? I thought that was a really cool murder mystery. Also, do you remember LPS Beach Girl? She did, I think, Royal Rebel. I thought that was quite cool. What are your favourite hobbies? Also, your profile picture is Catra. My Discord profile picture is also Catra. I already answered this, kind of just cosplay, all that fun stuff. Follow me on TikTok. How do you discover LPS? There used to be like little adverts on Cartoon Network when I was a kid, but I never bought them. But then I saw LPS Popular and I was like, oh, that's cool. Does it take a long time to get popular / your name being heard? And what was your first ever LPS that you bought? Okay, so this is the first LPS I bought. I got it at a boot fair. I made a little video of it. I was actually going to use that LPS in my like final series that I don't think I'm ever going to do, but she was going to be that dog for a while, and then she was gonna have like a makeover and be like, wow, I'm so confident now, like pull like an LPS popular with Savannah, like that kind of thing. But does it take long to get popular? It all depends on the content you're making, how like professional it looks, how much you're enjoying it, and what platform it's on. YouTube's kind of very oversaturated. Yeah, good luck. My channel's kind of dead at this point, so I don't know. It's just being in the right place at the right time, right trends. I don't know, it's difficult. It's a big question for such a short amount of time. What's the most rare LPS item you own? Probably that dog, the dog who's Perry in Experiment 42. Are there any videos or trends that you wish you did but never got the chance? I wish I started TikTok earlier. That could have been fun. I could have made like an LPS TikTok or something. As for trends, I did a lot of trends, but like I didn't want my channel to be just trend hopping, so I tried to keep like pick and choose which ones I liked. I kind of wish I made a few more like things based off Disney movies, because those were always fun and they always did well. Like the LPS Frozen video was the one that made my channel blast off. What is your favourite hobby other than LPS Tube? Cosplay. How long have you been on LPS Tube? This year is gonna be my 8th year of this channel being in existence. I started with My Little Pony videos, so I guess like roughly 7 years of Littlest Pet Shop. But I'm gonna say 8 because that's what it says on the channel. How much longer do you think LPS Tube will live for, do you think? Oh dang, that's a big question. Honestly, it's kind of dead. LPS Tube was doing so good until Copa hit, and everyone's kind of grown out of it. It's understandable. I'm surprised the fandom has gone on for so long as it is. So I think it's nearing the end of its journey, but I think after LPS I'm probably gonna get really into Monster High, because that's gonna have a reboot, and you can't really see, no, that's My Little Ponies, and underneath that is all of my Monster High dolls. I really like Monster High, so I'm probably going to jump onto that bandwagon when it comes, but I don't know if I'll make videos of it. We'll see how things go. I don't really know how to answer that question. I feel like a lot of people have either left or just slowly stopped making content at this point, but just because there's not a fandom doesn't mean people can't make videos of what they like, and if what they like is LPS, then good on them. You do it and I'll watch it. Who were the first few LPS tubers you remember watching? Okay, Sophie GTV, LPS Hannah, Go Green Girl, LPS Beach Girl, LPS Skittles, and Pawsome TV, like in her like 10 things about videos. Those were like the peak. LPS Tube in 2015 to 2016 was my prime. Have you ever stolen an LPS? No! Did you guys steal LPS? Is that a normal thing to do? What's your favourite LPS? And you're amazing at customs, thank you! My favourite is of course my mascot. It's been with me through thick and thin. And customs. I do have a lot of custom bases left over from when I did like big drops on Etsy. I don't know if I'm going to do many big drops anymore on Etsy because it was very stressful, and I've still got some uploaded on there from the last drop. So, but if anyone wants a custom commission, whether it's glass eye or not, I do have a lot of bases left over. So DM me if you want a custom and you're serious about it. What tips would you give to an LPS Tube / LPS collecting beginner? If you're starting out, order your LPS in bundles on eBay, because usually they're all going to be authentic if it's from like a whole collector's collection. Like most of them will probably be authentic, but always keep an eye out for like the rare ones that might be fake. Like do a little zoomed in and check. As for posting content online, just post what makes you happy. Of course you can trend hop every now and again, but I'd recommend like LPS TikTok, because that's been growing a lot recently. I feel like a lot of people are getting nostalgia for it, but they're not wanting to make full long LPS series, so people make like little short videos on TikTok, so recommend that one. When is my birthday? In 2 days. I always know when it's LPS Tube Day just because it's 2 days before my birthday. Would you ever get bored or grow out of LPS? Probably. I don't know. Like, I don't play with them or really film skits with them anymore that often. I just kind of think they look cool, and as a collector I'll keep them regardless of whether I film with them or not. Who is your biggest inspiration on LPS Tube? What camera do you use to film with and take photos? Or do you prefer castle dogs? And what's your favourite colour? Okay, biggest inspiration was always Sophie GTV. Her videos are immaculate, like cherry on top, chef's kiss. What camera do I use to film? I used to use a DSLR and it wasn't that great. And then I started to use a little like vlog camera. I can't remember what one exactly. But I'm filming this video on my phone. I found that when I film face videos, my skin looks nicer on my phone. I'm not using a beauty filter app or anything, but like, you can use your phone nowadays. You've come a long way. Do you want to see my first ever phone? This was my first phone when I was 10. Everyone had flip-up phones, but mine's bam! Got a BlackBerry. This wasn't my phone, but it's got a tiny keyboard. Look at the tiny keyboard. Like, imagine like texting on that. It's kind of cool. I can't imagine how grainy these cameras were or anything. And then this was my first touchscreen phone. The glare of the ring light, but it was a Samsung. It was like a fake iPhone. And I put this like kawaii backing on it, and you could change the cases. Throwback to when you could do that to your phones and you could take out the battery. And the last question is it hard being an LPS tuber? What are the pros and cons? I've never been asked that before. What's it like? It's interesting. It's not just being an LPS tuber, it's like working full-time on your own channel constantly. When I started my channel, I did YouTube part-time, and then I had a part-time job at a cafe. And then when I started Mermaid Memories, like my views went up and I was like, whoa, I can do this full-time. So I did. I quit that job and I did it full-time. And I was posting a series episode every week. So at the time I was doing like 1 week I would do Mermaid Memories episode, and then the next week I'll do Cadence Ever After, and like every Saturday will be one. And I'd also do a Wednesday video. Bearing in mind my videos weren't amazing back then, but there's no way I could do that schedule now. That's a lot. I've gotten so burnt out over the years. I've been doing this full-time for 5 years. That's a lot. That's a lot of videos. A lot of people don't even stay in the same job for 5 years, so it's a lot. You get a lot of burnout. Also, the thing with doing like toy videos full-time, a lot of other people that you might want to collaborate with, or events that you might want to like do meet and greets at, whatever, they won't take you seriously because it's a kids channel, or like, haha, you collect toys. It's, I don't know, it feels like a whole sort of like explanation process to it. It's a weird one, but like it's been good in a way because I can do whatever I want every week. But there's also, you gotta think of the video idea, you gotta make it, you gotta script it, you gotta edit it by a certain deadline that you have to set and not procrastinate. Yeah, and you have to be in advance. So if you want to do like a review, you've got to order the toys in and everything, and it's a lot of work. The pros and cons are you can make your own hours, you're filming videos with your collection, buying toys is your job. But the downside of that is you get burnout, and then you learn to kind of dislike parts about like your hobby. So if you grind too hard online, turning your hobbies into your income, sometimes it can never go back to being a hobby again, and that's kind of sad, but that's the reality of it. So try not to take yourself too seriously and just kind of have fun with it would be the advice for any sort of channel, whether it's LPS or not. And wow, look at the final piece of art! Isn't it great? Ooh, I never thought I did like a whole mural thing of everyone's mascots, but your girl didn't have the time for that. Plus a lot of people have quit, so I'm just like, who would I draw? So I just drew my mascot. She's simple, she's cute. I recently got iPad and Procreate, so I've been having fun on that, and I did a little doodle of that. And I was like, oh, I'll put that in the video. So yeah, I hope you guys have a great LPS Tube day. Don't forget to check out my other socials, like my TikTok, my Instagram, and all that stuff. On my Instagram is where I'll post all my future Q&As and things like that. So drop a follow there if you're interested. Thank you so much to my patrons for constantly supporting this channel and my hobbies and all that fun stuff. If you want to join my Patreon for as low as $1, I post all of my YouTube behind the scenes as well as all of my cosplay content. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next week in another video. Okay, bye guys!